What is up, Karatics? Welcome back to the series where I recustomize and review past DLC vehicles that did have good microphone quality before late 2019. So as always, guys, feel free to let me know down below in the comments what car you want to see me recustomize next. I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Ubermacht Zion Classic, which I customized / reviewed back in 2019 when it released. So the Zion Classic released with the Casino Update drip feed in September of 2019, and used to be available from the Siren San Andreas website for about $800,000. However, it was sadly removed with the Mercenaries update last year. As always, I'll leave a video link down below in the pinned comment explaining every method to get remove website cars. So in regards to performance, in the Sports Classics class, it is a top 15 performing vehicle for track performance. Its handling is a bit strange, making it sketchy to drive, and its top speed is sort of average, but I personally always love the look of this car, and I know a large portion of the community does as well. Now, in terms of what the Zion Classic is based on, it's primarily based on the E24 BMW M6, such a great looking M performance car from the late 80s with the BBS wheels and all that. There's just something about this era of BMWs. They're just so cool looking. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Zion Classic. Alright, Zion Classic, let's do it. Okay, armor, brakes, bumpers. So we have painted primary stock. Okay. We got the street, primary painted street. Got the tuner, primary painted tuner. Got the drift, the intercooler. Then we got the primary painted drift. I definitely like the street is nice. The stock one's nice too with the fog lights. But I like the tuner one a lot with the plate kind of offset. I do like that. We should do painted though. I think let's go with a painted. Yeah, we'll go with that. Primary painted tuner. Rear bumpers, you got the primary painted stock. Then you got the tuner and then the primary painted tuner. Definitely gonna do that. Tuner. Chassis, so you have different roll cages. So you have the street cage with the carbon seats, then you got the sport cage, it's more like a full cage with the black racing seats with the green harness, and then you got the racing cage with the padding and all that, and the one with the red seat belts. Okay, not bad. See what differences there. Now I'm not going to do a roll cage in here. I'm not really doing like a race or drift build, so we'll skip that. Engine, exhaust. So you got dual exhaust. So obviously you want to take advantage of the extra exhaust cutout on this side. So you got dual, then you got the chrome tipped, which I like that. You got titanium, and you got the carbon, and then you have the aluminum tipped, which the texture on that is just kind of weird to me. I'm going to go with the chrome tipped exhaust there. Fenders. So you got the secondary arches and carbon arches. Or you can keep it stock, which I recommend. But I guess maybe you can try to make that sort of work with your secondary, but I just think that's kind of weird, just my personal opinion. But I'm going to keep the stock fenders there. Headlights, you can add in the headlight wipers, which is just super cool. That's just awesome. And then you can do the headlight tape. I'm going to skip it though. I don't know, the headlight wipers are cool, but I don't know, I think it looks a lot cleaner without it. But if you want to do one of those, you can do that. Hood, you got the carbon stock, got the shark nose, which kind of changes the sort of hood bulge section, kind of goes from like just straight to like a curve, as you can see. Then you got the intake scoop, then you got the triple intake kit, which is ridiculous. Just doesn't work on this car, but it's GTA. That's why you have like weird funny mods like this that don't really work or make sense on a car like this, but it looks hilarious. So you have those options there, and you can just remove the whole hood with it, so that's okay. Not really many options. I don't like the intake scoop, and I don't like the shark nose. I think I'm just gonna keep the stock sort of like bulge there. Alright, lights, we'll keep the stock headlights. We got the nice yellow. Liveries, so you got the Premier Exotics, you got Redwood Racing, different like racing liveries here. Then you got the sort of like anime princess robot bubblegum livery with the body pillow in the back. That is just hilarious how that's part of the livery with the seatbelt on it and everything. That is just, that's so funny. I can't believe like a vehicle Rockstar put this much effort into it, even putting like sort of like a meme in the car with a livery. They didn't you know, keep this car in the game. I don't see why they removed it. I feel like that was a bit excessive, but it is what it is. Then you got the other liveries here, and you got the Rust livery. So I'm not a fan of liveries on this car. I feel like the secondary accent is just enough to give you some contrast without having to put a livery. And there's really no subtle liveries. Other than the Premier livery, there's really no like subtle ones for this car. Mirrors, you got primary, so stock is chrome, then you got primary, secondary, and carbon. I'm gonna go with the primary.
Looking good.
Plates, let's go with the black. Actually, I could probably go with this one because of the build we're gonna go with. Do I have a BMW plate? I don't think I do. No, I don't. You can see I'm prepping for the DLC already. Anyway, I guess I put my. I mean, technically it is like a luxury, you know, Grand Tour. So I guess I put my luxury plate on there. Respray. So I was gonna go with red, but I mean the build I had originally on it when I did the first customization video on it was the black with the red, and man, I've gone through a million different build combinations before I made this video, and to me, I mean that black and red just looks so good. So we'll do the matte black to get rid of the pearl on the silver, and then we'll do our nice crew black. You can also use classic black, but the crew black just looks better. Then secondary we're gonna go with the Torino red, and look at how good that looks. There's just something about that black and red trim. Oof, and then we got the plate kind of tying it all together. That is nice. I really like that. Chrome for this car goes on the doors. Roof, you got the antenna, we want to put that. Roof luggage, roof spoiler, and then the louvers. You want to do the louvers. Not a fan of the louvers. I mean, I get it, late 80s car, but not my thing. Skirts, I should probably paint this white and then paint it black when I'm done so you guys can actually see the options better. So here are the roof options again. There you go. And then skirts. So you got painted trim. We have a double line. That wouldn't really make much sense, but I guess if you were maybe making your secondary match your primary, this painted trim would probably make sense. We got the extended, the performance, with the carbon. Then you got the drift skirts, which I love. This ties in super well with our front bumper, and our rear bumper too. That just looks amazing. It's secondary, and then carbon. So we're definitely gonna go with the drift skirts there.
Looks almost as good as you.
Spoiler upgrades. So you got the ducktail, which I love the ducktail, but for some reason Rockstar put this reinforcement bracket there. It just ruins it for me. I wish it didn't have that. I mean, look at how good it looks from this angle. It's just kind of annoying. Then you got secondary, then you got carbon, then you got trunk luggage. Okay. Then you got the primary street spoiler, and you got the performance spoiler, and then the secondary. So I'm leaning towards the ducktail, but that bracket is just kind of annoying. So I'm thinking of maybe the street spoiler. I mean, it doesn't look bad, and it looks like it's part of the car. We're probably just gonna have to go with that one. It is what it is, so I'll just go with the street spoiler. It doesn't look that bad, and it has a nice like cut to it too. Suspension, I think we should definitely lower it. I don't know about all the way. I mean, I am going with sort of like a custom look. Let me change the wheels first. Wheels. So, I love the BBS wheels on these cars, so I definitely want to do that. I mean, one of the best options if you want like the perfect size and everything is going into the tuner category and slapping. Where are they? Did I pass it? I think I passed it. Eventually, where is it? These, the outsiders. Was it these? No. It was a super mesh, I think. It was one of it's one of those. But yeah, I believe it's the super mesh. But that's like the BBS style. I want sort of more like a custom larger wheel. So if we go to the track category, you throw on here the Giga Mesh. Look at how good that looks on this car. My goodness, I just Love it, love it, love it, love it. Times 100. That just looks amazing. Now we can lower it. Oh, yes. Slammed with that. Oof, oof. Yes, please. Let's get our color back. Crew black. Bro. Oof. Oof. What a good looking car. Windows, do some light smoke. And that's all the options there. Wow. I don't know if we should do... I believe... I mean, I think the spokes and alloy look good. But let's see how they look in black. Does look good. But I don't know. I feel like it looks better in the alloy. I wish we had a bright silver option. Unfortunately, we don't. I believe in the game code, one of the GTA Plus Pearl, Chameleon, whatever colors is hidden as a bright silver, but Rockstar hasn't given it to us yet. But yeah, alloy's fine. I kind of prefer with that. Alright, exit to ground. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. What a good looking car. What a time for the German cars, especially BMW. Their performance cars in the late 80s and the 90s, they were just so good. Even the early 2000s, just awesome, awesome cars. That is gorgeous. Oof, slam too. And here's the interior. I believe it's the same interior for like the Deluxo and stuff like that. Alright, Florid. Wow, this car is very... back end's like very loose. Yeah, this car is pretty tricky to drive, and then the steering input has a bit of a delay to it as well. Doesn't have like immediate steering response. It's so weird to the way it drives. Wow, it's weird. Like sometimes you steer and it doesn't. It's a while to react. I don't know, that's strange. What a strange driving car. Doesn't like bumps all that much either. Can it mid-drive? Yep. Decently. Wow, this car. What a sketchy car to drive. I mean, it just wants to slide. Like, it just... This would be a good car. I'm not sure should add drift tuning to this thing. That would make it actually... This would be a great car for that. I mean, it wants to slide every corner. I mean, they give it to the Sentinel Classic wide body, I guess, but... Yeah, I mean, it's definitely sketch to drive. Not the most pleasant vehicle to drive around, unfortunately. But it is slidey. Like, if you like that slidey feeling, I guess this is for you. But if you want more like that grippy car, whip it around corners, this doesn't really feel like that car, sadly. Strange, but good. I guess different. And those are the running lights there. I still like it though, man. The customization and the styling of this car, to me, is... Oh my goodness. What a gorgeous car. Look at that. Oof. Oof. Okay. Manage vehicles. Preferences. Let's see what opens up. Oh, I forgot this one had the reverse opening hood. I love that. It's the engine model. Wow, they used a really bad engine model for this. Texture quality is just not there. Oofta. Okay. That's unfortunate, but I like the way it opens. They definitely chose the right interior. There's a trunk. I mean, not bad. It is base price of this car, like I said earlier, is about $800,000. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, essentially with upgrades, you're about $1 million into this car, maybe a little more. So is it worth that much? I don't know. I don't know about that. If you buy it off a friend, it's probably gonna cost you like 1.1 mil, somewhere around there. In the LS Carbine, because he's probably gonna have his car fully upgraded and stuff. But I think this car is worth more, 600-ish, 600,000 roughly plus upgrades. If you can get it, well, maybe on sale at Simeon's at some point or something. It has been on the prize ride and the podium, I believe, before, so there's that. But I mean, honestly, with how expensive everything is in GTA Land these days, I guess maybe it's not too bad. The customization is pretty decent, and the styling, to me, I'm a sucker for these late 80s and early 90s BMWs, so I love it. So I mean, for the styling alone and the customization, I think it's worth it. It's just very weird to drive, so keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, definitely let me know down below in the comments what vehicle you want to see me customize that I haven't done yet from 2019 and older. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.